This is your Barbados Today evening update for Tuesday, June 27th. So glad you can join us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. The Barbados Secondary Teachers Union is fighting back in the law courts after the Ministry of Education docked the June salary of its members who participated in the March of Respect staged back in April. This morning, an urgent application filed by the BSTU since last Thursday was heard by Madam Justice Pamela Beckles at the Supreme Court. Following the 20-minute hearing, BSTU lawyer Gregory Nichols said a pre-trial review date has been set for October 18. Nichols argues that the docking of the teachers' pay is a breach of the Constitution of Barbados, saying that the permanent secretary does not have the authority in law to abate the pay of teachers. He says this can only be done by the Public Service Commission, advising the Governor General. Nichols also contends that teachers were denied due process as disciplinary action was taken without finding the educators guilty of being absent without a reasonable explanation. Meanwhile, BSTU President Mary Redmond said they were taken aback by the action.
Actually, we only heard it was Thursday last week. Yes. It was just Thursday last week that we had actually heard that there were plans afoot. That we got word that there were plans afoot, and we very quickly went into action in an attempt to get the injunction filed and stop the process. But as you are aware, and as the lawyer explained, the time frame given was a very small one, very short period in which we had to act, and so we were not able to, it was only on Friday that the matter was first heard, and at that point in time the permanent secretary had not yet been served. And of course, by today, payday being yesterday, the salaries had already been docked, and so it could not be a matter now of stopping the process.
She believes the BSTU has a strong case and suggests the court's ruling could set an important precedent.
Our salaries will be reinstated, our monies will be reinstated, and that it would set a precedent and underscore the fact that trade unions in this country have a right and a responsibility to meet with their members as the need arises. Unions engage in very dynamic work. The school especially is a very dynamic institution, and we have to be able to respond to the needs of our members as those needs arise. And those needs arise at any point in time during the teacher's work day, and that work day of a teacher starts with the waking up till the going to sleep, the going to bed of that teacher, because teachers work way before school starts, they work way after school starts, they work in their homes. And so when is the work day of a teacher? At what time would we ever be able to hold a meeting if one attempts to define when the work day of a teacher begins and ends?
Meanwhile, Education Minister Ronald Jones has distanced himself from the issue. He told Barbados Today he was unaware that teachers' salaries had been docked. Jones says it is not within his power to alter anyone's pay. The Alma Parris School won't be reopening its doors when the new school year begins in September. The decision has been taken by the Ministry of Education to close the St. Peter institution, which is more than 20 years old. President of the Barbados Union of Teachers, Pedro Shepherd, told Barbados Today teachers were informed of the decision at a meeting with educational authorities.
It is official that Alma Parris School is going to be closed. I cannot give you the reason for the closure, but I know, being on the union executive for the last 20 plus years, within the last 10 or so, Alma Parris featured highly on our agenda at the quarterly meetings at the Ministry of Education. And there were definitely some challenges at the school. I suspect that the ministry has not been able to grapple with those challenges, and so the decision then was taken to close the school I believe in the short term, until they can find some strategy in terms of dealing with those challenges.
The BUT president is not expecting students or teachers to be disadvantaged by the decision. He believes the school was closed because of several difficulties facing the institution.
Because of the low academic performance of those students, you would have behavioral challenges. You also had challenges with the children having to, because it was then a school of choice, and they were into a CXC program in the latter years. Of course, those children are not capable of doing the CXCs within the given period, so you would have had to change the curriculum to accommodate that as well. So you would have the behavioral challenges, you have the discipline challenges, of course. The school would have gone through changes in principles over the last 10 years or so. So there are a number of things. Staff would have been moving in and out from Alma Parris. Only last year, a number of teachers there were transferred to other secondary schools. So the school was having some challenges, and I believe it is because of those challenges and the inability to grapple with them that the ministry find it necessary to close the school.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for one here, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados today, families. Tell she is Barbados today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Mom, are you still there? Oh, she put down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In Trinidad and Tobago, a mother of 10 is appealing for help after she ended up on the streets because of a family dispute. Seema Ramrup, whose husband recently died, says she knows nothing of legal troubles involving her late husband. She says she's only now pleading for a safe place for her children. More in this report from CNC3 Television.
I lived with this man when I was 15 years old, right? I knew him. I knew nothing else outside. I don't know what the outside world outside it. All I know is my children and them. And all I know is I have to protect my children and them. All I ask is for help. All the things went up and I just want to go back home with my children, that's all. I don't harass nobody, I don't tell nobody nothing. I just want to go back home with my children and them.
At the age of 15, she became a mother. In January, the man who was the sole breadwinner of the home, which consists of Seema and her 10 children, passed away. From then till now, she's heard rumours of legal battles, none of which she understands. On Saturday, her life dramatically changed. A man claiming to be a bailiff walked into her premises.
They say, well, here, what you have to leave from here. Because if you don't leave, we will put you out on the road. So I leave and I went back upstairs and started to lock up my doors and things. They came upstairs after that and they pushed and kicked in the door. Me and my daughter was standing up right behind the door. We had a cupboard behind the door. The cupboard nearly fall on the child. After that now, where they pushed their way inside. When they come inside, all the other 15 or 20 or how much men it was again just start to take everything and ransack the house and pack everything in garbage bags.
Seema and her family are now occupying the outside veranda of this structure. They are left to the mercy of the elements. Her daughter has exams this week and another is battling illness. All she wants is to go back to the life she knew. She wants her home.
We poor and we contented with what we have. We don't beg nobody for nothing and ask nobody for nothing.
And further feel a big loss for U.S. tech giant Google. European Union regulators slapped the company with a record $2.7 billion antitrust fine. The European Commission found that Google denied consumers a genuine choice by using its search engine to unfairly steer them to its own shopping platform. Google now has 90 days to change its behavior or face additional penalties.
What Google has done is illegal under EU antitrust rules.
This little box is giving Google a huge headache. It's the root of a $2.7 billion fine from the European Union, by far the largest ever of its kind. Search for almost anything you could buy online, and right at the top, Google will first offer you a box with a selection of that product, say jeans. And if you go further and click on it, Google directs you to its own Google shopping page. The European Commission argues that by promoting its own business and banishing other search websites to around the 4th page of search results, what Google is doing is really denying anyone else a chance to compete and denying consumers with what it calls a genuine choice. Well, in a statement to CNN, Google's general counsel said the company respectfully disagrees. When you use Google to search for products, we try to give you what you are looking for, it says. Our ability to do that well isn't favouring ourselves or any particular site or seller. It's the result of hard work and constant innovation based on user feedback.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can tune into Mix 96.9 FM for the very latest. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.